Hi and welcome to Backer News for June 27th, 2015. Let's have a look at the state of the Kickstarter campaign. As of right now, we are closing into $3.73 million and 46,100 backers with about 20 days to go. We've had several updates during the week. First, we had to do a poll on our favorite characters, mini-games we want to return to Shenmue 3 from the old games, and some new rewards that we'll discuss later. Also been a few statements about the funding and budget in order to clarify, and also new stretch goals up to over 11 million US dollars, even though we've been standing quite still, as we will see when we look at today's stats. We have been, since my last news episode, going down quite a bit, but yesterday we had a little surge heading up to over $4,500 again, and today has started strong as well. And if we look at the comparisons between Shenmue 3 and Bloodstained and Ouya, we must have in mind that we had a really good starting days, but then started to fall behind. If we look at the next graph, we see that the downward trend kept on going over the last 5 days up until yesterday, when we finally recovered a little bit. Looking at the number of new backers, the situation is very similar, but perhaps slightly worse. It's keeping going down, reaching lower levels, and we haven't fully recovered there perhaps, comparing with Ouya and Bloodstained falling behind there as well over the last 5 days, but slightly recovered there as well. What we must keep in mind, if you look at the overall picture, accumulated backers and dollars, it's still not quite as bad, and I can recommend you to various graphs, for example on NeoGAF, showing that. Thanks to the recent surge, we have taken quite a step on our way to the next stretch goal, which is the Baisha Village expanded minigames. We're now almost 45% on the way of reaching that, while counting from 3.5 million and up to 4 million. The race for being the 12th most funded project on Kickstarter, or the 4th most funded video game project, is further intensifying. You can see now that we are really close, over 95% of Mighty No. 9's funding, while the number of backers is still a bit below 70%. Looking at comparisons with Bloodstained and Ouya, you're going to see similar figures. We have about 70% of Bloodstained's amount of dollars and backers, while for Ouya, which gathered significantly more money, we are about 40% there, and backer figure is there again, slightly above 70%. I would like to do a shout out to campaign 30 on the 3rd. You can visit 30onthethird.com. It's an initiative encouraging current backers to increase their pledge by $30 on July the 3rd. Yesterday we also had a official broadcast on Twitch, where Yu Suzuki and the campaign organizers were discussing PS4 physical editions possibly being added. They are looking into it. Possible re-release of Shenmue 1 and 2 HD, where Suzuki told he will check the possibility with Sega. PayPal were also discussed, as well as details on future stretch goals and the game itself. And a lot of people were critical for the broadcast. I personally thought it was quite okay, in the sense that it was at least giving us new relevant information about many things. There were also some new reward tiers introduced that are as of now already gone, as they were limited, but hopefully they will be able to add more of those in the future. Shenmue 3 is still a hot topic, both among the fan communities and among the gaming news. The forums are still very active, both on NeoGAF, Shenmue 500K and Shenmuedojo. News about the Yu Suzuki's Twitch stream was featured on both GameSpot and Joystick, and Shenmue 3 has also been mentioned on IGN's Daily Fix. I'd also like to highlight a nicely written editorial on PC Gamer. That's all for today. I'll be back with another episode sometime in the future. Keep yourself posted by checking the Kickstarter site, Shenmuedojo, Shenmue 500K. I will also keep the stats update that I present here on shenmuetalk.wordpress.com/stats. The last episodes of Shenmue Talk I recorded, I was starting up the old Shenmue game in episode 3, and in episode 4 I did an extensive discussion about the new stretch goals that have been added this week, so you can also look at that if you want to know more about those. Thanks for today. Goodbye.